Today, we're diving deep into a hot topic that's been stirring up the WNBA waters. It's not about the games, but the controversy, the feelings, and the passion that women basketball games entails. The matchup between Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese. This is what happened, the reactions, and what it implies for the game. Recently, Angel Reese, a player of the team, was in the limelight for both her performance in games and aggressive statements about the WNBA itself. She said that the focus was not only on Caitlyn Clark, but other talented players like herself as well. However, the next day, during another aggressive match, Angel was ejected from the game. This caused a lot of controversy among the media, prognosticators, and fans alike. It was not just another moment in a game that can be easily forgotten, but was turned into a season talking point. Angel's ejection generated questions and discussions all across the league, and the timing of her ejection made her situation even more complex and put her under so much more pressure. After those emphatic comments from Angel about being respected, she was ejected from a game within minutes of speaking out. Was it really a foul, or was it something else? This situation brings us to a crucial question that's been echoing through the league. If such an incident was to involve Caitlyn Clark, would she have been ejected just like the other players? This is likely to question the impartiality of the refs and how they treat players or fail to punish them in equal proportions depending on whichever team they are in, how popular they are, or even how famous they are in the college basketball league. Every professional sports league has experienced the controversies related to officiating and the treatment of players, and the WNBA is no exception to this. Having been brought closer to this by Angel's case, the issues of partiality or bias in the league can no longer be far from the minds of the fans and analysts, no matter how they try to avoid the question or disregard it. The aftermath of the ejection involved Angel Reese being under the shining lens of criticism. Minds of basketball icons talked about her actions and her words in detail. It is not an easy place to be in when one says they're up for taking the stage and then receives backlash. Analysts are not mere commentators. They are former players, trainers, and seasoned minds in basketball. The bitter arrows or harshest words are deeply fueled from grass involvement of Angel and her ejection, and followed by her comments to other players and the officials received a lot of attention on media, in which views varied from sympathetic to brutally critical. When she expended a lot of energy and used strong words to express herself, the media viewed in a positive light. On the other hand, when she left the court and expressed her opinion in a harsh manner, the media condemned her actions as unnecessary in creating drama. The events that occurred were poorly reported in the media, and Angel had the chance to speak her side in a follow-up press conference as she told everybody that she's a human being and not an invincible monster as portrayed in the media. The national championship brought fame but no peace, as she was constantly haunted by her demons and immense pressure from the public and media. So too are the athletes, which is not only mental but physical pressure, which many players can relate. During this press conference, she made some comments regarding the level of stress that comes with being a professional athlete, and more specifically being a public figure after having won a championship. But recently, the issues highlighted and the emotions displayed during the remarks of Angel were touching and highlighted the pressure that athletes go through once they compete, especially in big events. Through all this, Caitlyn Clark has been very productive for WNBA. She plays more like a star who gives excellent performance in every match. She is not just in the game, but the game is in her. She embodies what it means to be a modern women basketball player, full of vitality, skillful at event making, and game changing. She's more than a once-in-a-generation talent player, but the next big thing in women basketball. Their arrival has not only attracted new fans to the new standard in what a rookie can be because of Caitlyn and her ability to perform under pressure, and so that flair for spectacular Caitlyn. Every game she plays becomes a potential highlight reel, and the talent and charisma that she relates to the league makes it popular. Therefore, this controversy is not just a flash in the pan, it is a significant episode that remains part of this season's script. Indeed, it demonstrates the league's spirit and passion from athletes who dedicate immense effort to the games in progress, and any ensuing discussions help people come to value this sport and its participants more. The Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese rivalry isn't just a story, it is as real as the stories that enforce the image of the WNBA in 2024. There is a lot of concentration in the two players, and this is because the league is steadily gaining traction, especially in women basketball. It is not just the rivalry that fans are fettered in by, it is certainly like the greatest rivalry of all time. Angel Reese, who up until this point demonstrated impressive potential as a basketball player, has recently transferred her attention from the basketball basketball court to that of a villain. This transformation is not entirely apparent, as it became especially evident during the recent match where Angel opted to create tension instead of enjoying the victory along with her teammates. It is as if she no longer wants to compete with Caitlyn Clark in skill, but with chaos, which is not a good move, as this has become a new creed where if one cannot triumph over a player, then the next best thing is to try and bring down the referee. That system is far from any victory formula. It may work for Angel, but it won't do much to change the game results. The anger is there for all to see in post-match interviews, in on-court demeanor, and in words said to the press. It was in a mid-August 2024 interview with The Athletic where Angel shook the WNBA community when she stated that Clark's fame has nothing to do with her scoring ability, but the color of her skin. But now, come on, seriously, this comment left everybody with their mouth open, fans, analysts, and fellow players alike. There is just one little issue here: the facts. When a player is single-handedly rewriting the script of WNBA's history week after week, it is hard to argue with the fact she dominates the league because of her skin color. Angel is furious, and she is rightly so, since she has been surpassed by Clark in terms of performance and talent. And so instead of working hard to compete with her, she is inventing a new narrative where Clark is being favored because of her race, before questioning whether that holds any truth or not. Maybe people like supporting Clark because she is that good, and not because of her color, but for some reason Angel has decided to embrace the role of the villain, fully convinced. It's as if Angel is saying now that if only she can't defeat Clark on the basketball court, then she will try to boss him around off the basketball court. But here's the thing, this is not the kind of attention that will help advance Angel's basketball career. It in fact, in all probability, will harm her more, making her appear to more of a sore loser than a serious contender. And then we have Stephen A. Smith, the man who loves to speak his mind and does not hold back on airing the truth. Once you saw that Angel was trying to bring up the issue of race concerning Clark's fame, you knew that Steven was going to go straight to the point, and that he did. He said Caitlyn Clark is not the same. She plays WNBA and is setting records of her own. When Angel Reese gave her monologue, saying she wasn't the only one getting watched, people saw what happened next: an ejection. Simple truth is, Angel had no qualms with race. He had issues with Clark, talent-wise. Stephen A. didn't just talk the talk, he had the receipts. By August 2024, Caitlyn had already scored 670 points that broke the WNBA rookie record. Numbers like those drowned all the drama Angel was planning to create. Caitlyn also became the first rookie ever in WNBA to score 40+ points, 15+ rib, and 15+ assist in a 2-game period. So while Stephen A. sliced Angel with his some went for the theatrics, others went for the simplicity and intrigue. Ouch! She just hit 994 threes in warm-ups. Now in the lightning round, she outplayed a hurricane that came to plunder the WNBA and left an Angel named Reese in its path, and you get it. Caitlyn was averaging 25.8 points per game, the WNBA scoring and assisting leader. She's a one-woman storm. And Angel? She's barely holding on to her umbrella. Dan Patrick even went as far as saying this Angel Reese might be jealous of Caitlyn Clark, believing she is the reason why everybody is looking at the WNBA right now. But Dan Patrick didn't stop there. He brought up a vivid example that put into sharp focus the difference between these two players. On August 15th, 2024, during the Indiana Fever game, Caitlyn Clark scored her career high of 34 points and provided fans with 11 assists, while her teammate Angel Reese watched most of the game with a serious look on her face and scored a meager 12 points at best. It was the perfect snapshot of their seasons. Clark excelling in the finals while Reese was still struggling to get her game going. The obvious truth may bitter, but it true. One is playing at a whole different level than the other, and that is Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese respectively. Meanwhile, this is one saga that makes it obvious. Caitlyn Clark is currently the queen of the WNBA, while Angel Reese is yet to find her groove. The post reads in part, as we continue to watch these two athletes develop, one question remains. For a season or more, Angel Reese has the chance to be what everybody believed she could become. But can she take the spot in the sun from Caitlyn Clark? Only the forthcoming games will show it. However, the Sunflower's shining star is Caitlyn Clark. Thank you for joining today's show, and as always, do not hesitate to like, comment, as well as subscribe for more detailed sports insights and narratives. Until the next video.